Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing my October Empties video, which seems unreal to me. Like, the months just keep going faster and faster. This basket is from my friend Rochelle. You probably saw it or will see it. Either you saw it in the last video or you will see it in the next video. It was a gift from my friend Rochelle. So I am super excited to find a good use for it. I love this basket. It's nice and sturdy and plastic and really pretty. I love like the little eyelet design on it. So I thought it would be a beautiful basket to start putting my empties into versus the clear plastic container bin that I was using prior to. It'll be a beautiful area for my beauty empties underneath my vanity instead of the ugly container that they were being put in. So as you can see, I have quite a bit going on in here today, so I'm just gonna jump in. P.S. For those of you who are new here, my name is Donna. I upload content every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday or Sunday, and I am so happy to have you here. And for those of you who are not here, thank you again for coming to enjoy my content. Every time I upload my content, I do appreciate 100,000% that you guys are here and spending some moments of your time with me, because time's a commodity that nobody has, yet you guys are choosing to spend a little bit of your time with me. Thank you so much. My first empty is this Cinema Secrets makeup brush cleaner, and I picked this up from the Sephora VIB sale. Obviously not the most recent one, because that one is still kind of going on. Not the like spur of the moment one that was happening in August, but I think it was, man, maybe March or April. I can't remember exactly, but it's been a while. It's taken me, you know, approximately 6 months to get through here. I love this so much so that I picked up another one in the last VIB sale. It is a quick drying, rinse-free formula that actually I spray on my brushes after every single use so that I'm continually cleaning my brushes. It kind of smells like vanilla, kinda. It says, but it's like a very chemical-y vanilla. Will I repurchase it? Like I said, I already have. This is the most amazing makeup brush cleanser, and it's $39 for this giant bottle that lasts forever. I recently started putting the product also into my makeup brush, my Zoela. I don't know how to say it, but into that makeup brush cleaner machine, and it just works like a dream, and it doesn't take very much of it to clean your brushes, which I find fantastic. I have used everything from e.l.f. to Japanesque to IT Cosmetics, and this one is by far the best one that I have found, so I will continue to repurchase it. The next thing I have is this Batiste dry shampoo in Sassy and Daring Wild. Like, I really dug the container on this. The packaging was really kind of cool. This dry shampoo is whatever. It works like every other dry shampoo does. I can't say that it's my favorite smell in the world. Like, it doesn't, it's kind of got this like cologne-y smell to it, like a man's smell to it, which isn't horrible, but it's also not great. It doesn't really leave a white cast, even though it's leaving like its little dried up white cast stuff on me, but there's nothing left. It's just air spraying out of there. It cost me $8.99 at TJ Maxx. It is a dry shampoo. I would repurchase if I had to. It's not a dry shampoo that I hate. It's just also not one that is my favorite, but I'm just starting to get into the dry shampoo world, so it's not one that I can really... I think I've tried two Batiste. This scent is not my favorite. I much prefer the last one that I had that really kind of just had like a baby powdery scent to it more than this one. The next thing I have is, if you guys are familiar with my channel, you know that the Bath & Body Works Gentle Foaming Hand Soap is my favorite hand soap on the planet. I do wash my hands quite frequently, and this seems to be less toxic to my hands, if that makes any sense. This is the 'Tis the Season. It is from last season. So it says, experience the joy of walking in summer winterland. Summer. Experience the joy of walking in a winter wonderland. It's red apple, fresh cinnamon, and cloves are what the scent profile is to it, and it does really smell like baked cinnamon apples. I love it. It smells so good, and I would repurchase it. The next thing I have is this R&Co Death Valley Dry Shampoo. This was out of a BoxyCharm. Again, just air. Ooh, there was some in there. It's not a bad scent. It's a very fresh scent. I do like it. I liked that it didn't leave. So, like those of you who use dry shampoo, do you see my gray popping through? I need to re-dye my hair. Those of you that use dry shampoo a lot know that dry shampoo can kind of leave your hair feeling like really weird, like not dirty per se, but like super powdery. This doesn't do that. This doesn't do that at all, and it does have a really nice fresh smell to it. It is not, again, not my favorite, not my least favorite. It is a pretty decent dry shampoo, but this was a travel size, and this is an expensive dry shampoo. I can't remember the price of it, but I'll leave it down here through editing. It is really expensive. I will not repurchase it because of the price of it, but if you're in the market for a super expensive dry shampoo that smells really fresh and clean and good, this one is a good one. So the next thing I have in here is this Philosophy Anti-Wrinkle Miracle Worker Day Cream. It was a anti-wrinkle moisturizer day cream. I used it during the day. I had this one and the night cream, and the night cream took me far less time to get through than this one, but this one I couldn't get through it as quickly because I actually found other moisturizers that I liked better than this one. I will say that I don't think this one does anything for your skin. Yes, it's a moisturizer. Yes, it feels good going on. Yes, it moisturized my skin. It doesn't have any anti-wrinkle properties in it. I didn't see any definitive difference in my fine lines and wrinkles while using this, so I can't say that I would repurchase it. I just don't think it boasts what it actually does. It goes on your skin. It doesn't feel tacky, which I enjoy, but it's kind of like a watery formula, so it goes on your skin and kind of sinks in and doesn't really do anything to help your skin. I feel like it does moisturize. You know that it's moisturizing because you put it on your skin and it feels like it is, but it tells you it helps dramatically reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. It does not. It tells you it maximizes skin's ability to retain moisture for plump, soft skin. I didn't really see a difference, honestly, in the dryness of my skin after probably about an hour or two with it on. And this is with makeup on top of it and without makeup on top of it. It also says satiny formula, absorbs easily, and is comfortable for all skin types. I do feel like it has a formula that absorbs easily. Like I said, it's kind of feels almost water-based. You just put it on and it kind of absorbs into your skin like right away. It really does do that. But I don't feel like it was satiny by any means. I feel like it really felt like just your everyday lotion. Maybe even thinner than that. So it's not my favorite. I won't repurchase it. I have this Bath & Body Works Signature Collection Fragrance Mist and Cashmere Glow. I've had this for quite some time. I can't even remember when I purchased it, but I did put it out in my car because we all know I have a lot of kids. Kids smell. I like fragrance mists in my car. This one just came out of my car. It was just a little tiny, like, small version. I think this guy was like $6.50 and the full sizes are like $7 or $14. I think I got this in a kit, to be honest with you. I love the scent of this. I would repurchase this scent. It just is super vanilla scented almost. It doesn't really say what it smells like, but to me it smells like a really warm vanilla sugar kind of scent, only with a little bit of a kick. So I really dig this scent. I would repurchase this scent and I would use it again and again. The next thing I have in here is this Primetime Oil Control Foundation Primer by Bare Minerals. And I have to tell you, this guy is still kind of full. I think I used it like 3 or 4 times, but I'm calling it quits on it because A, it's old. It's really old. I think they even have brand new packaging to this item than this. It is really old. It stinks. It smells really bad. Like, this is what it looks like. It's kind of like a Vaseline type primer, or at least that's kind of what it feels like. It's an oil control primer. I'm not an oily person. I don't know what possessed me to buy it in the first place. It does go on rather nicely. Like, I don't know if you guys can see it right there, but it does go on rather nicely, but it smells really bad. So I think it's toast. It's it's time. I just didn't like it very much. It's very tacky, and in the time that I was wearing this, I don't know, maybe I thought I was an oily person, but I'm just not. I'm a dry person, and it doesn't really fit with my skin right now, so I'm calling it quits on it. It's old, it stinks, and it's just not for me. The next thing I'm calling it quits on is this guy here. We all know that Real Techniques Miracle Complexion sponges are my favorite. This guy is really dirty and really, really cracked. I don't know if you guys can see that. Of course you can. Of course you can, because that's awful. It's super cracked. I do have backups to this. This is a forever sponge that I will continue to purchase. I typically don't get rid of sponges until I can't clean them anymore and get the stains out of them, and or they are broken up like this. That is just somewhere for bacteria to breed. So I'm getting rid of this guy. The next thing I have is this Urban Decay Sin Eyeshadow Primer Potion that is just a sample size. I used in my full face of samples episode 3, which I'll link up here in the cards. This was not a bad eye primer. I found that my eyeshadow went on it and did really well with it. It's just really shimmery and not one that I would purchase full size because it's super shimmery. For those of you with super young skin and really pretty, you know, less aged eye lids, this might work well for you. I imagine it would probably go well underneath a shimmery eyeshadow. I did put it on underneath a Stila eyeshadow sample and it did really well with it, but I also like to put primer under my eyes because I put eyeshadow under my eyes, and this made me look about 900 years old on my under eyes. And I didn't know it was shimmery at first, so maybe that's partly operator error, right? I do love the Urban Decay Primer Potion formula, but this one was just not my thing. I have a few eyeliners or brow products for you all. I have this Wet n Wild. Yes, all of my brow products went out this month, which was sad. My Wet n Wild Ultimate Brow Retractable Brow Pencil, and this one is in the color Ash Brown. I did like this brow pencil. It is kind of shaped like a triangle or a teardrop. It did have a teardrop shape to it and a spoolie on the other side. I really did not like the spoolie. The spoolie left a whole lot to the imagination for better spoolies. See, this primer, it just, I don't know if you guys can see that, but it makes my skin feel fake right there. It's just gross. That's part of also the reason why it's going, because I can't handle the feel of it on my skin. Sorry, tangent. This was an excellent brow pencil for filling. I wouldn't say use it for exact application or defining. It didn't do a good enough job for me to use it for that purpose, but I did find that it was an excellent brush for helping me fill my brows. These two are NYX micro brow pencils. And funny story, I was actually talking about these with a partner of mine the other day because she was saying something about having just tried these and thinking that she liked them better than the ABH Brow Wiz. And I can absolutely attest to the fact that these are much better than the ABH Brow Wiz. I find that they last longer, number one. Their product isn't so soft that you feel like you're going through it quickly. Number two, the pigmentation on them is, I wouldn't say better, but the same or more natural, if that makes any sense. I feel like for $10, so a fraction of the half off of what the ABH Brow Wiz costs, these are a much better pencil. They are really super thin, just like the Brow Wiz. They do come with a spoolie, just like the Brow Wiz. I do love the spoolie on these guys. It's super thick and stiff, so it's not gonna like bend out of shape as you're brushing through your brows, and it actually does get the product dispersed the way you want it to. These don't end up like looking super thick in certain areas and not super thick in other areas because they're just not as soft. So I went through two of them this month. I went through one in the shade ash brown and one in the shade auburn. I'm starting to move towards a darker brown color in my eyebrow with an auburn flare still, but this ash brown just looks a little more gray than I want it to look. So anyways, oops, drop that. So anyways, I ended up going through 3 brow pencils in this month, or emptied 3 brow pencils in this month, and I'm trying currently another one, but I will be repurchasing the NYX Micro Brow because they are my favorite brow pencil on the market. The next item I have is this. It is an e.l.f. Crease brush. It's a, forgive me for that, it is the e.l.f. Blending Eye Brush. That is what the bottom of it looks like, and this is what the top of it looks like. And I didn't use this brush very much, but it just came apart. So there are brushes in my collection that have come apart like this before, that I have been like, to my partner in crime, hey babe, will you glue this back together? And he glues them back together and all is good in the world. But this one I'm not willing to have it glued back together. I don't use it enough, number one. Number two, it was, I think, $1. e.l.f. eye brushes are, some of my favorite eye brushes, but this one just fell apart, and I have one that I use more than this one anyways. So I have that is going by the wayside. Another thing that I have in here by e.l.f. that is going bye-bye is this guy. My daughter gave me this, and I have tried it once or twice, maybe twice. This thing is so gross. So with me having said that, like, I just pressed it onto my face, and it's supposed to be an item that you can do your makeup with. It's one of those silicone sponges you can do your makeup with, and it won't take the makeup with it, but it actually does take the makeup with it. I don't know if you guys can see that, and it's not very helpful to makeup application, if I'm being honest with you. It actually does take the makeup with it, so it's not like a sponge that I will ever use again in my life. So I'm just gonna toss it into the garbage can because I kind of feel like that's where it belongs. And I think she got it as a free product with a purchase from e.l.f. I'm not sure, I can't exactly remember, but for those of you that use these kind of sponges, like, let me know how you feel about them, because I just don't know how I feel about it. I kind of think it's gross. The next thing I have are these. They are the watermelon with aloe facial cleansing wipes that I picked up at TJ Maxx. Y'all know, if you're familiar with my channel, that I pick up a bag of these almost every single time I'm at TJ Maxx, just because they're the wipes that I use to wipe off like swatching for videos, makeup that I put on my hands, anything like that in videos. I also use them in the morning just to wipe down my face, or to wash my hands off after I get like primer or whatever on them. So I went through a bag of those. These are 60 makeup wipes for $3.99 at TJ Maxx, and I mean, in my very humble opinion, you really can't beat that. I have tried baby wipes. I have tried more expensive wipes. I just find these to be the best for what I'm using them for. So the next thing I have in here is actually this Physicians Formula Eye Booster 2-in-1 Boosting Eyeliner Serum, and it is in the shade Ultra Black. This is a product that I picked up because of a YouTuber that I watch. Her name is Caitlin, and she is pretty phenomenal with like special effects makeup and Halloween makeup and whatnot. I love her. And I picked this up because of her, and it wasn't my favorite at first, but I love this eyeliner. I happen to think it's one of the best eyeliners out there. It's a fraction of the cost of some of the higher end eyeliners. I think it's like $14, whereas the higher end liquid eyeliners range anywhere from like $21 to like $28. It is an amazing eyeliner, and it's so black. It is such a black pen. And that's where I think I kept going back to it, because I do have quite a few higher end items that aren't as black as this one. So I feel like this is really a great eyeliner, and we'll probably buy it. I don't feel like it did any like 2-in-1, you know, eyelash boosting. I don't feel like it helped my eyelashes grow at all. I don't know if that's what it's actually for, but I do like Physicians Formula as a brand, and I did love this eyeliner. The last thing I have in here is this Life Triple Impact Hydrolife Triple Impact Makeup Remover Cleanse, Soothe, Beautify by Dior. In just the little tiny deluxe sample size. I did pick this up with points from Sephora, and you know, you guys, I gotta tell you, I didn't want to love it because it's darn expensive. And I have a Mary Kay eye makeup remover that I swear by, and I still swear by it. I love that Mary Kay eye makeup remover, and the fact is that I'm not going to repurchase this because it's freaking expensive. I'll put the cost of it down here through editing. The full size of this is, I can't afford that for an eye makeup remover, not something that I'm using every single day that'll be gone in a little bit of time. I think I got like 10 days out of this little tiny bottle, which is damn decent. But the top of the bottle was not conducive to me making it last any longer than that. Like, I would spill so much out. This is really gentle, and it took off all my eye makeup in like one fell swoop. I loved it. It's an amazing makeup remover. If you guys are in the market for, like I said with the R & Co dry shampoo, I won't repurchase it because it's super expensive. Maybe I might repurchase this in the Rouge, the VIB sale, maybe, but I can't see me doing it just because I can get the Mary Kay one for $15, $16, I think it is, and this one is just more expensive than that, so I won't repurchase it. But it is an amazing eye makeup remover that I loved having in my collection for the short period of time that I did. So that was a lot. I went through a lot in this last 4 weeks, so I'm super excited about that, I guess. Let me know what you guys emptied this month. I would be interested to hear what your empties were and whether you'll be repurchasing them or not, or if you've tried anything that I had in my empties and what your thoughts are on it. I would love to see your comments in the comments section. I do respond to every single comment in the comments section. Sometimes it takes me 2 or 3 days, but I am always responding, and I love getting the interaction with you guys in that comment section. I hope that if you're new here and you liked this video, that you're wanting to subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you along for my crazy ride, and I would love to continue to see you in the comments section. And I also hope that if you like this video that you give it a big thumbs up. It really does help my channel, and it helps me beat the YouTube algorithms that they got going on. So thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope to see you in the comments section. Until my next video, bye-bye.